Okay, so this is my final video that I'm recording for today. Yeah, you've probably seen this like 3 weeks after I recorded it. 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a month after I record it. But I'm just gonna be talking about some. It's the first time we talk about sports on this channel, I think. Um, so I'm gonna be talking about logos and stuff like that. What logos can be considered racist and which ones cannot be? So racism is obviously, a topic I don't dive into. But since it's sports, hey, sports, that's cool, right? Anyway, so this is all coming off of some videos I've been watching recently about the Cleveland Indians. Of course, they had the Chief Wahoo logo. Where's my water now? I'm getting really thirsty right now. Cannot find my water. Where did I put it? Um, yeah. So that my water just disappeared. Where did I put that? Oh, whatever. So, man, this is really bothering me now. I have no idea where I put my water. Oh, whatever. Alright, so Cleveland Indians had the Chief Wahoo logo, and people were protesting. Like, they've been protesting since like the 80s for that logo to be removed. Of course, there was a little controversy with the Washington Redskins, of course. And there's some controversy about the Chicago Blackhawks as well, and the Florida State Seminoles, and the Notre Dame or the Fighting Irish. Yeah. So yeah, the Indians are the only team of that group to have actually changed their logo. They moved Chief Wahoo to their second logo, I believe, and now they have possibly the worst logo in the history of baseball. At this point, it's just a block C. Um. Okay, now I got some controversial opinions here. I don't know if I should say this. I prefer the Chief Wahoo logo over the block C. Okay, now hear me out. Hear me out here, because I think the Chief Wahoo logo was it was not very it wasn't very it was very offensive. It really honestly was pretty offensive to Native Americans. It was pretty insulting to them, but I just think it looks better as a design than a block C. It's just a better design than the block C. Although I'm glad, I am pretty glad that they removed the Wahoo logo, because I think we just gotta get rid of all the protests and stuff like that. And everything like that. I think the Chief Wahoo has to be. I don't know, but it's between the Redskins and the. I think the Redskins name is a lot more offensive than the Indians. Um, the logo, I think, probably is more racist than the Redskins logo. Um, I don't think the Indians should change their name at all. I think they should keep the Indians logo, or not the logo. Sorry, not the logo. I think they should keep the name, and maybe do something that's a little, less offensive as their logo. Maybe they can have a C, but with like one of those feathers going through it, something like that. Or they could even have someone like that would actually portray a Native American as a like a more realistic version of an Indian, like the Blackhawks do. The Redskins probably should change their name, because that's I think that was a racial slur for Native Americans. Used to be. I did hear that they should change their that. I did hear a pretty cool suggestion. They should change their name to the Washington Americans, and they could even keep the logo to acknowledge that the Native Americans were the original Americans, which I think is a pretty good idea, honestly. Or they could just go out full USA, typical Americans name, colors, and stuff like that. I think either would be fine. I don't really care. Redskins aren't that interesting to me. I think they should. I think the Indians definitely had to change their logo. The Redskins don't necessarily have to change their logo, but they do have to change their name. Um, I think the Chief Wahoo logo was pretty offensive, but all in all, it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good, but I don't think it deserved to be a logo. Honestly, I think it was a little offensive, and they probably should. They definitely should have gotten rid of it. No, don't take me out of context, please. Please don't take me out of context there. I didn't mean to say that it was not offensive at all. I meant to say it was offensive, but I think it still had a pretty good design. That's it. I'm not saying that that's what a Native American looks like. I know people are going to take this out of context. I know they are. This is going to be some sort of controversy if people actually see this. But all right, so now we're going to move on to the Chicago Blackhawks, who have a logo of a Native American. People get mad about this logo, which is stupid because this logo is a lot better than all the other Indian logos that they have. Because this logo is actually honoring a certain Native American who was named Chief Blackhawk, I believe, and it's not portraying him in a racist fashion like it was the Indians logo. This one actually portrays the Native Americans as a lot better than they were in the Indians. Same with the Atlanta Braves actually, because that one actually well, I'm not talking about the original Atlanta Braves logo. I'm not talking about that at all. That was a terrible logo. Even as a design, it was a terrible logo. Yeah, so the Blackhawks by far have the best Native American logo of all sports teams. And it's just such a classic logo, and it's actually not offensive. Um, so yeah, I think the Atlanta Braves, they have a pretty good one. It's a pretty cool logo. I don't know if any. Oh, the Chiefs are a Native American one. They have the arrowhead. I don't know how people can possibly see that's offensive. I know BuzzFeed's done a video about this, but it's really down there. People get so offended about the Chiefs logo and the Blackhawks logo. Like, wow, we do not look like this. We don't look like this, you know? We don't look that. I'm very offended right now. They don't sound British, but so they'd be talking about the Blackhawks logo, but that's not supposed to be what they look like. It's supposed to be what a certain person look like. It's not a racist symbol. The Blackhawks logo is not a racist symbol at all. The Indians one, yeah, that was pretty bad. But the Blackhawks was supposed to be Chief Blackhawk, who was an actual Native American leader. He was a chief. And the Kansas City Chiefs were supposed. They don't even have a Native American in their logo, and people still find ways to be offended by that. Oh yeah, I can't believe an arrowhead is being is representing us. I mean, this is supposed to represent the original Native Americans, not the Native Americans of today. It's supposed to represent the original ones. Like, yeah, you know, this Atlanta Braves logo represents genocide, you know, of the whites. You know, the white genocide, the genocide, yeah, the genocide. But it really doesn't, because the Atlanta Braves logo just has a tomahawk, I believe. Yeah, I mean, like, that's not that offensive. It's not offensive at all, actually. The Braves logo is not offensive at all. The Indians one is. Redskins' name is offensive, but yeah, people try to get offended at everything these days, you know. Yeah, that's basically all I really have to say about that. This is gonna be a short video. Yeah, I'm not happy with the current Cleveland Indians logo. It's really stupid and really plain. I hope they change it to something that's actually, you know, worth being a logo. So yeah, thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out my cartoon streaming services in the description below. And see ya.